What's going on, team? It's your boy G, aka Janato Sensei. We back at it again with another episode of the G Files, man. Today's episode, we are going to be reviewing Reminiscence, man. I was super sleeping on this movie. I didn't really think it was going to be like that, but I gotta say, bro, this joint definitely surprised me. But before we get into the actual review, I need you guys to do me one huge favor, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and any bit of support is greatly appreciated, man. You could watch anything on YouTube right now if you decide to check this video out. So I appreciate y'all. Without further ado, let's jump into the review. All right, y'all. Reminiscence, bro. For me, honestly, the only reason why I watched this movie was because of the name, and it had Hugh Jackman in it. Now, for me, like, one of my biggest critiques, like, for movies, you know, whether it's an action movie or, you know, a drama or a romantic, I don't know, no matter what I'm watching, bro, is that I love when films actually, like, show me what's going on rather than just tell me, man. And I feel like this movie had a really good balance of both, because first off, man, just the setting that we're in, like, the post-apocalyptic, but it's not apocalypse type of thing, because, you know, there's still people here, but it looks like, you know, post like World War III or something, like, you know, crazy tropical storm, like, you know, everything's flooded. It's in Miami. Like, the color grading for this movie is really cool, and just the overall feel when, you know, you're first getting into it and learning about the world, and they just take you along this journey so you can really get an understanding of, like, where you're at and, like, what period of time you're in. To get a good, you know, G-File score, bro, you can't just have, like, a dope concept. Like, this movie had a dope concept, but the plot was pretty solid too, because, you know, there was foreshadowing, there was mystery, there was, like, moments in time, like, throughout the movie that I was just like, dang, I feel like I got a good idea of what's going on, but then they, you know, throw a twist in there, and it's just like a really good watch, honestly. You know, for me, I love trying to solve, like, the movie's plot before it's actually, you know, over with, just to see if I'm right, you know, just see if I have a really good grasp of what's going on. And I think that this movie was super easy to understand and super easy to comprehend. I think Hugh Jackman did a really good job, you know, explaining everything throughout. Like, usually having the main character also narrate the movie is, like, a very difficult thing to do, you know what I'm saying, because if your main actor doesn't really have, like, a good narration voice, and, like, there's no, like, real conviction in what they're saying, it can make the movie, you know, feel less immersive, man. Because, you know, I like I was saying earlier, I really like when movies don't just tell me what's going on. And even though there was, like, you know, a good amount of narration in this, I feel like the breakdowns that, you know, Hugh Jackman did, and just the narration that kept us on track throughout the movie, really kept me engaged and really kept me guessing throughout. Now, I done told you guys a lot of things that I have liked about the movie, but there were definitely some things that I wasn't really messing with. One being the action scenes, man. The action scenes, like, there was, you know, cool opportunities with different chases and just different fights and things like that. But, you know, the final fight between, you know, Hugh Jackman and the main villain in this movie, it just didn't really hit for me. Like, there's certain things that just don't make sense, like, in the grand scheme of things. Like, I feel like they try to make Hugh Jackman too much of, like, a hero. It didn't fit the overall mood or just feel of, like, you know, the type of time that this movie was on, and the type of people that, you know, we're still out here surviving. It was a dog eat dog world, and then, you know, for your main action scene to fall a little flat like that, it was a little disappointing. And there's also the plot, man. So, you know, once you kind of figure out what's going on, the movie kind of feels like it drags a little bit. But, you know, once I really figured out, like, you know, what was going on, I was just like, all right, let's get to the point. Like, I need to see this main thing that you've been teasing this whole time, bruh. And, you know, once we got there, it was just like, okay, dope. That was a good little payoff, you know what I'm saying? But I think it might have been a little bit too much. You know, it might have dragged a little bit, but I still think it was a very complete story. Like, I think the transitions are pretty cool, from still traveling by car to, you know, integrating boats in the slums and, like, just different things like that. I thought that was cool, you know, and jump cuts were kind of wild, but because the story had good narration, like, it wasn't super bad. That could just be me being nitpicky. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Overall, man, I really enjoyed the movie. You know, I decided to just stream it on HBO just because, you know, I didn't think this movie really warranted me to go to the theaters and see it. based on, what the movie was going to be about. But, I was super surprised, man. It was actually a really good movie. Anytime you get Hugh Jackman chasing a woman in his dreams, what I'm saying? If you guys know Wolverine vibes, like, yeah, it's going to be good. But I had to give it, man, a 87 out of 100 G-File score. That's what I got for it, man. But let me know what you guys think of the movie in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys want to see me watch next. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I appreciate y'all. Without further ado, I'm head up out of here. Y'all know the vibes. Always keep growing, keep going. It's me, boy G. I'm gone. Peace. Dang, I know they like that video, bruh. That's crazy. I can't wait to see the comment. Whoa, what are you still doing here? Well, since you're here, you might as well hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because if you didn't, what are we really here for? If you're still here at this point, you probably still want to know and talk more about it. So come through on the Twitch stream, man. Twitch.tv/JanatoSensei. I want to see you in the chat. Let me know you came from YouTube, and we could talk about today's video, discuss anime, movies, films. Y'all already know what it is, bro. Wait, that's still not it? Oh, I know what it is. You was wondering about this drip right here. Well, you can check that out on IG, Growth Apparel. That's Growth Apparel, GRWTH. It's on the screen right now. So go copy you a tee, man. I'm gonna see y'all in chat. I'm gonna see y'all in these comments. I appreciate y'all once again. Y'all already know I rocks with you, bro. I'm out of here. You still here? Ah, y'all gang.